Well, good day viewers, nice to be back with you again. Very special episode this time. Just to put it in a little bit of a context, about 25 years ago I asked Mrs. Roving Rushy to marry me here in this town, and we did get married a few months after that, just out the road a bit. 19 years ago, almost to the day, our daughter was born at the local hospital here. So we have a lot of fond memories here of this town. So I'm going to let you have a bit of a sneak peek at what's coming up. Back with you shortly. I'm Roving Rushy. Welcome to Darwin. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little sneak peek of what we're going to have a look at here. We've stuck very close to the city, so you're not going to see any waterfalls or crocodiles or fishing or that sort of thing. That would take up hours and hours of footage as well. We come up here for a bit of a break, saw some old friends as I mentioned, and enjoy. So watch what's coming up now. A couple of tips in between. We'll pop back and say good day. So I hope you enjoy. One thing you get very used to coming up to Darwin is you usually get here in the middle of the night. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. We left Melbourne at 8 and it is a balmy, I reckon, 25 degrees. The automatic doors at the airport open up and it hits you like a brick. But it's nice to be here. Looking forward to showing you around. One of the bonuses we got this trip is seeing the leftovers from the Darwin Street Art Festival. As you can see behind me, there's these huge wall murals painted on various buildings, government buildings, private buildings, even utility buildings like this one. We'll have a bit of a look around. And they're absolutely spectacular. They take in quite a few different art styles and categories and things. Like this one here, we've got sort of native fauna. Right through, there's portraiture and there's landscape, even some abstract stuff. So just a nice little bonus, thought we'd add that. One of the hardest things you'll ever find to do in Darwin is to decide what's good to eat, because you can get pretty much everything. Where we are, very close to Southeast Asia, so you get to try absolutely everything. If you want to experience everything as much as you can, the easiest way to do it is to go to the local markets. Now you'll find over the weekends in Darwin there are quite a few, the big ones, Nightcliff, Parap, Rapid Creek. Of course during the dry season, the famous Mindle Beach markets, which we'll have a little bit of footage of a little bit later. But we've just got a bit of a selection. We've been to the Rapid Creek markets this morning. That's probably our favourite market. It's a farmer's market, very produce driven. As you can see, we've got quite a few things to look at. So we'll just get the camera in here and we'll have a look at a bit of the fruits and things that we've purchased. So the tropical fruits, this one's called local fruit called Five Corners. I think the other name for it is carambola. Over here is a jackfruit. This is an unusual fruit. It can be quite sweet. Has a bit of a rock melony rock melony flavour and banana sort of mixed together. Over here we have what's called water apples. Very nice tropical fruits. You don't see them everywhere, of course, which is good. In the front here we have okra. Not one of my favourite things, but certainly Mrs. Roving Rushy's love it. She loves eating them raw even, but you can cook them as well. Moving into the more savoury items, we've got a couple of options here that we got. Over here is pawpaw salad. Now, one of the best things about this is if you've got the flu, this will fix it. Pawpaw salad mixed up with various things, green beans, chilies and things, of course, and a nice sauce that goes over. One of our family favourites, though, is certainly in the front here. This is called popiah. Not exactly sure which of the Asian countries it come from, because I think that's a bit up for debate. But basically, in a nutshell, these are small spring roll style, not quite as crispy as what you'd normally get from, say, your Chinese cafe, that sort of thing. Then they have a drizzling of this beautiful syrup, and as you can see, a bit of grated carrot and things for flavour. Absolutely fantastic. Now, when you get to your sweets, of course, there is a plethora of those as well. One of our favourites, though, is definitely these pandan layer cakes. Now, hopefully you can get that there. Layered with pandan, various flavours, absolutely fantastic. Sort of like a jellyish texture, but beautiful as well. Over here we have some banana fritter, just a sweet version of the local grown bananas. Now at the back here, as you can see, we have some juices. We can get various juices. You sort of get your favourites, what you like yourself. These ones here are mixed fruit. You can get ice cream, honey, that sort of things in them. Over here though, something different, sugar cane juice. Now this is fresh made. You'll see in the footage, I got a picture of the machine that makes it. So interesting things. So in Darwin, when you want something to eat and you want to try various things, go to the markets. There's certainly lots of restaurants and things you can try as well. But the markets, you can try everything that you need to. So we're going to get stuck into this. See you in a bit. One of the best things you can do in the heat of the top end is go for a swim. There's plenty of places to go swimming. Of course, we're just about 50 k's just outside of the city. A little spot called Berry Springs, very popular. As you can probably hear, lots of families here at the moment with us. Water is absolutely spectacular. It does shut down a bit in the wet season simply because there's too much water, and of course of the big geckos that get in here, the occasional saltwater frog. But make sure when you come up, when you want to get a relief from the heat, go for a swim. Be careful which one you pick. Just make sure you heed all the signs. The Berry Springs is right up there. Certainly one of our favourites. Little bonus tip for a coffee-loving Melbourneite such as me. The cafe culture in Darwin was particularly surprising, and it is very good. So when you do come up, particularly here from Melbourne, you're going to love grabbing a cup of coffee in Darwin. Well, there you go. We've come to the end of this episode. Very, very special place indeed. Now, Darwin is on a lot of people's bucket lists. What I can recommend to you is to take it off your bucket list and put it on your do list, because it is a fantastic place to come. Now, at the time of filming, we're early September, so the humidity's just starting to rise a little bit. It's not too bad, but don't kid yourself. Darwin is very hot, so dress appropriately. If you're from any of the southern states, you're going to get here and you are going to be quite warm. But that brings its own beauty in the landscape and things as well. So enjoy when you come up here. You'll enjoy just as much as we do. But until we meet again, have a good one. Local fauna and fauna. Where is he?
Just in front. He's swimming away as you come closer. Swim, I reckon. Just behind that rock. Down there. Right in front of you, a meter. No, right in front of you. A meter. Turn left. Yeah, he's swimming in the water.
Oh, very, very nice. Well, I'm glad you... Nah, stuffed it. The CBD, like you can see behind me, are these big wall muriels. Ah dear, that's a blooper. That's going in the reel.